Hello there everyone, this is GoodGuyPalps and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civ 6. We are the Gallic Empire. It's turn 137. We have started our shift to go for some type of cultural victory, I'm thinking. Okay, so he has cocoa he's willing to give us. Let's see if we can get some amber from him as well. Beautiful. Let's get some more gold. That seems like a fair trade, especially because we have 0 niter. Looks like we are not part of this. We still have one person we haven't met yet on Pangea. Ooh, a hero discovered. The Monkey King, hero of ancient China, renowned for his cunning and immortality. Is hidden unless adjacent to an enemy unit, has significantly increased lifespan, ignores all terrain movement penalties. So is he like an explorer, I guess? 50 turn lifespan, 70 melee strength. Okay, pretty good. He can just fight, I guess. Basically, he'll have a lot of movement, be able to go around, and could raid a lot, I guess. Now we could start going to Great Artist per turn. Getting Great Artist points, and I think that's actually a pretty good idea, because I think we could, if we get more Great Works, well... let's take a look at some things real fast. We're going to want to grab Exploration now and change our government type. That wouldn't be a bad hero to have. 50 turns, though, just means it's a long time until we get that that other heroic relic, right? Where is King Arthur? Right here. How many turns till he's alive still? 13 more turns. We'll continue to explore with him. Go up the coast. Now here in the capital, we've completed Heroic Tales. We can't build another capital, or another hero here, I mean. Getting more builders, still not a bad idea. That said, I think we want to prioritize either an art or archaeological museum, and I think we want to go with the archaeological museum here. We are going to want 1 or 2 art museums, but I think overall we're going to want archaeological museums. Now, no one has built Petra yet. And so we could settle a new city out here, but I think overall that's just a little risky. What do we get from it? Some salt, some niter. I feel like our strength is not the desert, though these hills are somewhat valuable, giving us more culture. We could also build Petra here just to boost these tiles, these hills, right? And maybe we want to do that after this builder is finished. We could queue up Petra right here. I think that's probably the best thing we could do. If anything, it might be more valuable to settle a bit more in the tundra, as long as there's hills nearby it. Now we do have this knight coming here. Oh, cleared the barbarian encampment, and we get a free builder back. That settler that we had is long gone, though. At least it appears to be so. Oh yeah, let's get a mine here. Let's grab a mine here so that we can get a mine on this niter, because of our cultural bomb that will go off. Yeah, we're coming here, then let's heal up this warrior. We're looking good, but we would love significantly more builders still. As soon as we finish the archaeological museum, we'll probably start to produce us builders out of the capital again, unless there's something else we should get. Let's heal up the horsemen. Singapore's not a bad place to build builders as well.
Dovreste prestare attenzione.
Oh yeah, we need to renew our alliances. Sumeria, we definitely want to be allies with them. I think we want to do the switch now and get the cultural alliance. And then we'll go to the Netherlands for an economic alliance. And finally we'll go to Nubia. Who are actually the Maya? Nope, can't get one of theirs. Okay, we'll go to Nubia for oh, we can't do a research alliance with them. Well, we probably won't get any more alliances. That way we can spy on them anyways. When we get spies, which should be actually pretty soon, we can already build one, which is pretty tempting. We can get gold out of them. Let's say we want to build, yeah, this mine here. Plus a Petra here will really boost the the cultural bonus from a theater square on this hill. The alternative, I guess, is to build the theater square here and the Petra here, so that we would still have another hill tile. This is going to be next to only 3 mines, actually, because we'll now look at this one, so this doesn't actually hurt to put the theater square here and Petra. Petra, where are you? There it is. So after we complete this builder, we'll put Petra here. We'll wait until we're, well, let's do it now before we don't forget. Put Petra right there. That was supposed to be queued up. Now let's see, also the housing here, is it? No, it's not housing, it's not growing very fast. We could put it towards 8 to grow faster, but I think we'll hold off on that. There's a bonus to getting, we have these massive, oh, we need to get like more trade routes and stuff. If we double the growth rate, we could probably, let's see what is being worked. Yeah, some decent tiles, but yeah, I think we're fine. Now we completed the oppidum here. We could actually just quickly grab a spy here. It'll take 10 turns, but I think that's worth it. We need to get it somewhere. Let's take this free builder, yeah, back this direction. We're going to want to use this knight to protect the builder, though. Now, we only have 1 build charge left, so we're going to use that to build a lumber mill rather than a mine. It should also help prevent a drought. And boost mass production, which is always solid. Yeah, let's build the mine here. Give us that culture bomb, and should improve the adjacency bonus of that. So now getting a +3. The printing, that's going to help us significantly. Now let's take a look at our great works. We still have 1 great work of writing slot that's open. Yeah, I think we kept in the great writer point. We are going to be able to change that next turn when we change our government. So I think that is the right thing to do. Now let's take a shot at those guys. Oh, here's our settler. Now with that, settling a city that far out here, we get access to spices. No hills for all of the, not too many hills really anyways. Definitely could get a mine here on the iron though. We could get a quarry here. It's probably worth putting over here. Other than, you know, this whole area is just kind of terrible. This area, since we're going to build a Petra here, these areas are not very valuable, and they're a little bit more of a gamble. We could settle here. However, it's not that valuable. Instead, actually a war with to expand up into here would be nice. So they're probably way advanced us on the tech tree. Yeah, well, they're the furthest advanced. We'd love to liberate Johannesburg, though. I'm surprised we weren't part of that. Seems odd. Maybe because we were allies with them. Yeah, I think the best place to build is simply going to be somewhere around here. We can get a lot of mines right here, and we'll be able to expand. So let's actually bring this builder this way so that we can use him to get the culture bombs. Now, is there a way we can settle where we'd be able to reach this iron mine? Probably not. And be on the river. Yeah, I don't think so. So I think we're going to want to value the spices. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think we probably want to if we're still on the hill. It's not great. Probably we'll just settle right here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. The alternative, of course, is to settle away from the river and just use an aqueduct, but that's always a bit annoying if you can avoid it. This is probably the best land. The good news is they can't spread any further this way. So if we settle here, we should be able to claim this. And now mines up to here, which is pretty good. So let's settle, I think, right there on the -2 loyalty. Protect him with the knight. And the builder should come right here to build the first mine and a quarry there. And we can use this open area to build districts. So let's take a look at our tech tree. Let's see. Getting gunpowder would be good to improve our defenses. Getting musketmen. Going towards industrialization would be really good, though. Boosting our production significantly. Let's work on that. I think that will help a lot. Though banking and getting banks isn't a bad idea. I also think we're going to join the Hermetic Order as soon as we get a government promotion, which looks like won't be for a little bit. Oh, I don't know why he went into the ocean, but that's fine.
We shall not cease from exploring.
We're going to change to a merchant republic so that we gain production towards districts is great. We are getting a couple more builders, so this isn't bad. I think we actually want to also boost production towards wonders so that we can build a Petra a little bit faster. This wouldn't be bad. We get another trade route. Or one of them is, maybe we had 3 and we need to renew one. Let's see. I think this is still good. I think we're going to start producing more builders still. We have a lot of charges we need to use. And now let's bring in the great works of art. And for every workshop, I think this is also really good. The great engineers will help a lot. And we still should be getting a decent amount of great writer points. Now we don't need this. We're not building any troops, so this is probably better. Actually, no. We want... This is why we moved all our troops around, to get a big boost to our amenities. I think those are the cards we want in. Increased our trade route capacity. We completed the lighthouse. That's what it's called. Now we have a new barbarian encampment here. We're going to want to... Let's leave him here for now. Oh, he's coming to the capital. Okay, yeah, we'll send him to the capital still. And we have a lot of barbarians. Luckily, they haven't pillaged anything yet. And we finished him off. Oh, our knight is now dead. Good to know. Let's now bring this unit over here. Actually, let's bring the swordsman over there too. Let's get a mine here, and we'll also grab a mine there. I think we're going to go ahead and spend the money to get another trader so that we can boost the city's production and growth. This city could use some growth. We could also... Getting something like this would be really nice. And this would be the time to do it, other than maybe building this. Since our districts are boosted, we need a lot of these buildings, but this would give us a lot of culture in this city since it has so many coast tiles. In fact, we'll have it grab that coast tile and this one with the idea of getting this. Now, there is a chance that this would be pretty valuable as well. Yeah, let's see. This is probably the best place for it. It'd be next to 2 mines. This one might be a little better. It would be next to 3 mines. This one would be next to 3 as well. We don't want to get rid of this until we get at least to 15 population. And we also need to consider where we're going to build this, which has to be next to the harbor. So we probably would have to build it here. And if we build that there, then we probably don't want to build this anywhere too close. So maybe we won't get this in this city. Let's focus on getting this wonder. And we'd love to get a trader here as well to boost that. Let's grab the Enlightenment. Now we don't have any... Actually, let's take a look. We don't have any cities up to 15 population yet. So if there's any... Let's grab this first so that it would boost our lumber camps. Unless we're really close to getting a great merchant. Yeah, we're not very close. Let's see. Now with heroes, we could also try to produce heroes, but wonders are also really valuable. Now with these extra slots, let's see if we can buy anything of value. Those are also really important to do to improve our relationship. Epic of Oya. How much would this cost us? So we can trade diplomatic favor for these. And anything else that we can get rid of, right? Any resources that provide some value. Let's hold on to our niter and see what kind of a deal this. We would need 28 gold per turn. That's a lot of gold. All right, let's take a look at some other people real fast and see what they have. No great works or even great hero works. They have no. They do have borders though. We definitely want that. Let's make sure we have that with everyone that we can. Yeah, we have it with them. We're declared we're allies, so. We have silver, so there's no reason to trade for that. That's what I was looking at. And he has nothing else we want. So the only great works we could get, actually, are Simon Bolivar and great heroic relics, which are pretty epic. They might be worth the gold. How much are we reading? 106 per turn. Let's see. We're getting a decent amount from trades, though. That didn't improve the value much. Oops. Let's wait till we get a bit more diplomatic favor, and then we will look into those trades. Let's go next turn. Make sure no one's running any of these other victories too soon. We'll use the road. He has a lot more movement on land. Guy's healed up, which is great. Fewer than 10 turns left, thank goodness. We want his heroic relic. Now that we're getting some faith, we can also look at potentially getting another hero. Hercules would be awesome. Discovered. Now, we want to probably trade with an ally that can give us some gold, some food, and production. It's going to be 2 food, 3 production, which is good. 6 gold's not phenomenal. But it's also, but we're getting some culture out of it too compared to this. So I think we're going to trade with Eridu. Go next turn. Improve the niter, boosting rifling. Very nice. All right, so we have a builder here now. We can start working on Petra. Can be done 13 turns, which is awesome. Now, what do we want to boost? We probably want mines here. We do have 6 build charges, which is just phenomenal. 1, 2, 3. We don't have that niter. We won't get it for a while. Let's first come over here to get... probably take a path like this. Well, these need to be improved as well. Let's go improve these first. They're the best tiles we have. Great engineer. Oh, that is gorgeous. He has 2 actions we can use him to boost a wonder. Let's boost Petra first. And probably going here would have been better, but either way, it'll take a couple turns to get there. We'll boost Petra, and then we'll come boost the mausoleum. Now he's going to put 315 production towards it, so let's check how much this cost. We need to put a couple turns into it anyways. And the Petra is going to cost 400, so we need a couple turns into it as well. Next turn. They want a military alliance. Let's see if we can get any gold for it, and then we're okay to do that, I think. We still want to make sure we can steal from people with our
Tactics
spy.
mean doing what you can.
Now we completed the dam, so this is all safe from being pillaged by the dam. We definitely want to grab one of these because it'll grant us a governor tile, letting us get the Hermetic Order. Let's grab the intelligence agency, giving us a free spy. And now let's get cartography so that we can move on towards industrialization and give us a lot of gold in all our coastal tiles. Now wonders are not bad, and 2 relic slots isn't terrible. We could buy relics, but I didn't see anyone with relics. And improving our faith, of course, isn't bad. The Taj Mahal wouldn't be bad. Helps us get more, or avoid Dark Ages, get more Golden Ages. However, we could also get districts here. A harbor's not bad. Entertainment complex is probably better. Though we'll probably have this city build an entertainment complex. We'll probably build a water park in the capital eventually. An encampment is actually a pretty good idea. A holy site's actually a pretty dang good idea too. We get more faith, we can use them to build naturalist and things like that. So getting a holy site might be our best option here. Especially since we can't get a hero here now. Now we do need more housing. A harbor will help with more housing, as does an aqueduct. We also have more improvements to make. Maybe we should pump out a couple builders first. Let's do that. We've got great production in this city. So let's get at least 3 builders out of here. We're getting those extra charges right now, so we should take advantage of that. Now, this is great. We can put an envoy into this, giving us 1 science and in the capital and library building. Yeah, that's really good. And then we're going to hold on to our other envoy. Hopefully we can meet a cultural type of city-state. Continue to explore here. Oh, he's building the wonder with all the soldiers. Now we do have a couple barbarian encampments we might want to take care of. Let's first get this city settled. And then we should probably upgrade. Let's swap these guys. We don't need to keep the siege tower there. Probably should move these guys up to here and then upgrade them to a musketman when we can. Okay, so someone stole gold. That's unfortunate. Let's see. We want to settle there. Let's move here. Let's build this city. Now let's move this governor to our new city, so make sure we don't lose any loyalty. We soon can build some improvements. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and spend some gold to grab a couple of these. Let's grab the watermill first, since we have housing for it to grow. And then, we can't get one of these until we buy another tile. So let's consider where will be the best place to get some of our districts. Probably right here. It'll be next to 3 mines. As well as over here will be really good as well. In fact, let's buy this first. And then let's put a Opedium here. Make sure we have power there, and we'll also get a ton of production here so we can build the city faster. Yeah, we'll look elsewhere for sure. Gradient Dust Storm, okay, that's fine. Terracotta Army, the Colosseum. Now we should be able to boost this.
Petra
Beautiful.
is a brilliant display of man's artistry in turning barren rock into majestic wonder.
And more wonders are going to help us achieve a cultural victory as well. beautiful little Petra there. Really making these yields just incredible. Now we're going to want to bring this guy. Let's see, that's 2, 4. Yes, we want to go back to the city, then we'll move him here. Speaking of that, we only need 315. So we definitely want to take our production elsewhere. And the production is really hurting in this city. So this would be a great city for an art museum if we decide not to put more into production. However, we could also get this. We're not going to get any adjacency bonuses from it though, so I think we should just start working on the art museum here. We also aren't going to be doing much chopping here. So we probably should move Magnus. Probably not much chopping here, not a ton here. There might be some chopping here, but probably not, to be honest. We'll probably improve it all. Because of that, maybe we'll leave him here since he's going to provide other bonuses to this city. Not to mention improve the growth. So we can grow this Singapore up to 15, hopefully sooner. Okay. With that, we now need to choose our production in Tervana. We completed the watermill last. Let's get a theater square. Ooh, that's a good theater square, actually. Or even here would be... Well, this would be next to that wonder, which is pretty good. Now, we don't get the desert mine, but that's, I think, fine. Let's also delete this pin. Yeah, let's do that. This is also probably a great place for a campus. Let's put that down. A pin, I mean. Okay, having completed Petra, it's time for the theater square. Let's put it right here, as planned. Get rid of that pin. Now here we could chop and build a mine, however, and we do have some woods here that we're going to put lumber mill, so let's do that. Let's chop. And then we'll put a mine there. Alright, our first builder is ready. Let's use him to improve tiles around here. Let's do a chop. Go on alert, build the mine. Build a mine here. I'm going to claim up as much of this disputed land as possible while we can. Go next turn. Okay, Taj Mahal, that's fine. Glad we didn't start building it. Ooh.
Alexandros ho Makedonimi.
I'm glad we didn't start next to him. Though it probably would have meant early war.
Having seen a non-market economy, I suddenly understood much better what I...
So our lumber mills are boosted now, or improved, I should say. Now we don't need this, since we are using our great engineer to build our wonders now. So we can probably put something like this in, establish governors with at least 2 promotions, provide amenity and housing. Not bad. This wouldn't be bad. This would be pretty good, though. I think we'll take that, yeah. This would also be pretty good. But we are getting 120 gold per turn, which is pretty great. Now, if we went into another war with France, not that we want that. We do have more military strength, but we could get another free settler. Problem is, we don't really have any places we would love to settle. There might be a little oil out here, though, someday. Let's grab the Enlightenment. Now, we do want these kind of cards. However, where's the one? We want this card, more importantly. But we still need to get up to 15 population, so we should probably make sure the capital's on as much food as possible to grow up to 15 as well, fast as possible. We also might do actually some chops. Well, we don't want to move Pangea out. He's getting us too many great person points and stuff in here. Your embassy is most welcome. Now we're going to do a chop here since we'll do a lumber mill right next to it. Wait, when did that get pillaged? One fire has begun. Okay, that's fine. Maybe barbarians pillaged that at some point. I actually think I will send this builder this way so that we can just send this builder we just completed out to here. We're going to do a chop and then a mine, and this next builder is going to come north. Okay, having completed the theater square, let's get the amphitheater in. Let's all come over here and look to purchase the granary. And we can't get the monument yet. Let's build the mine. And then we probably should come build a mine right here. Having completed the spy, we want to level them up. We are not allies with Paris. This is a great person to steal from. And having completed the spy, let's grab the workshop. And we might want to grab gunpowder soon. To level up our swordsman. Now we can move this guy to here. Yes, I think that is a great deal. We would love the ivory. Our amenities are going really good.
Nature is contrary to reason.
Now,
Whatsoever
if we were
is
hurting for
contrary to
amenities, we need a
reason
card.
is absurd.
Let's take a look at our cards. This is great. This is still good though. We're still going to crank out a few builders. Unless we decide to be done with builders, but there's not a huge reason to be done with them yet. So let's crank out a few more in the capital. With the extra build charges, we'll bring this guy right there. There's a mine. That fire is spreading. That's fine. Let's take out the global resources. I think, let's see, yeah, we have the honey. We're in on all of this, it looks like. Except for ones that only people have one of that we can't trade for. At least not currently. We're going to want opera and ballet. We're going to get an art museum eventually, though. So for now, let's work on civil engineering. Especially since we could use the public works card. We're going to go on alert here. We're going to come here, and we can't boost it till we say we're working on it. Now we boost it.
A vast tomb lies over me in Halicarnassus.
Beautiful.
Of such dimensions.
Look at the donkey.
Of such exquisite beauty as no other shade can boast.
Let's go. The lighthouse has flames, not like because it's not electricity yet. Awesome. Okay, so that gives us a lot of culture as well. Not to mention, yeah, look at these yields now in this city. It's doing phenomenal. It's going to grow really fast. We probably need more housing. With that in mind, I'd love to get some more of these guys, and the sooner the better, since will then use their heroic slots, right? Probably should need to finish the art museum first, though. He's got 2 lifespans left, so he's pretty much done for. Where was Alexander the Great? Did we not? Alright, so that gives us an embassy, so we should be able to see the capital. Let's also get open borders. I like the Greeks' soundtrack as well. No great works, unfortunately. Any other great works? No. I think we have an embassy everywhere. Now let's take a look at these epics. Let's trade all 176. We only need 13 gold total. Yeah, we're gonna make that deal. Beautiful. Now if we check out our great works, we have a lot of tourism coming out of our capital, which is great. We probably got to be close to getting a culture return. Oh, they're beating us with culture return. We have more tourism though. If we look at the Maya, and they get those awesome yields when those cities are close to their capital. They have no great works though. So that seems odd that they have so much tourism. Must be coming from wonders and other things. Great, we completed this theater square. Angkor Wat, 22 turns. It's a long time to build Angkor Wat, though. And Amphitheater is probably more valuable just right away. We get another great writer. Now we have a room here, so that is where we will send them. Fire ended. We have the mine here, so let's repair the quarry, and then we will build a lot of things here. We're going to build a mine. This wasn't pillaged very long ago either. Maybe that was the dust storm. Maybe that's what pillaged it. That makes sense. That's right, there was a dust storm. We do have the niter now over here. Let's improve these first. Another farm there. Okay, he wants to trade. So it's never going to happen, buddy. 44 gold for 30 turns. Epic of Beowulf. I don't think it's quite worth it yet. Let's save up our diplomatic favor instead. Let's go with, oh, I love a cultural city-state. However, we only are even, who are we close to? We have Akkad. That's, we can actually trade with them, other than that there's barbarians here. Too bad we don't still have Johannesburg. They were giving us good bonuses. Yeah, this one doesn't matter too much, so we'll just vote for trade. And duplicates of the chosen elected resources grant amenities. Let's definitely go for. What do we have duplicates of? Let me check. We have duplicates. I thought we had duplicates of. Maybe we traded them all away, which is kind of the smart thing to do. We can't make a deal, so we can't easily see. Well, very soon we're going to have duplicates of olives, so let's vote for that. Actually, let's also take a look at this and see what people might vote for. Whales. Honey. Let's vote for... Yeah, honey probably it's going to get the most votes. So let's vote for honey. Turtles, that's too bad. We don't have turtles though, so it doesn't hurt us. They can be recalled by purchasing them with faith in the city where their monument is located. Okay. We have an Epic of Arthur. So now that relic is mostly full. Or that monument, I mean. Which is great. I think they were built here, weren't they? Yes. So we have a lot of other things to build here. We soon will get a government or a governor tile. Let's see. Let's repair the quarry. Look to repair the farm with this builder. Let's bring them here to work on the niter. Let's get a mine. We need to get builders all the way out here as well. We're worried that we don't have walls here, but nothing we can really do about it yet. It's not cost effective yet. And we do need to deal with these barbarians before they amass too much of an army. So maybe we take a break after we get cartography to get musketmen. So we can improve our units to fight barbarians and destroy their encampments. Ooh. That's not with us, is it?
Not all who wander are lost.
Yes, it is right here. It doesn't bother us, though, and it's mostly them. We should get a lot more gold here, yeah. Okay. Want St. Michael, that's absolutely fine. Let's grab gunpowder. Alright, now, ooh, Casa G contra Sion would be great. Oh, that would be really good. Right here. But so would an archaeological museum, so would, well, other things for housing like an aqueduct. And this takes 27 turns. We need to get a lot of builders here. Our next couple builders we got to send this way again. Let's
Out of this room.
complete that. He's gonna have to come here now. And we have this free spy. We're gonna steal from here. 500 gold from there. Amsterdam, we can't spy on their allies. Same with here. They have nothing to steal. Other than we could potentially go to Bogota to steal science. That's a little difficult. So I think we also go to France to look to steal more gold. And maybe we actually grab a builder here as well. Well, we could start putting production into these and just let the capital feed builders up into here. That's probably the best thing we can do. That would be a really, really solid wonder for us. Not to mention it would help that city with all the extra yields it gives it. Let's get the amphitheater there. Let's now join the Hermetic Order. Okay, much of its entity is now revealed. Matter is vibrant. Metal and stone thrum with secret influences. Starlight can be focused to illuminate essential fluids, and Earth itself pulses with energy and light. An entire wing of the palace is a bustle of alchemical activity, and you have learned to live with the occasional explosion. Great, so now we're going to discover the ley line resource on the map. Ley lines give a major adjacency bonus to all specialty districts. That's really, really good. And we should have probably joined them a while ago. Unlocked in medieval era, allows you to construct the Alchemical Society building, a powerful replacement of the university, which we haven't unlocked yet, but we will soon. Perfect. So now we're getting more bonuses right next to these things right here, which is great. We have one here, which is boosting this campus, undoubtedly. So the ley lines are actually, because of that, the city here might have actually been a better idea. Hey, I totally knew that. That's why I built a campus there. Cool. We've discovered a few of them, nothing drastic, but good. Now, we probably want to continue to grow the capital. We also need housing here in the capital. So maybe after these next two builders, we need either get an aqueduct to give us 2 more housing, or we get maybe an encampment. Because some of those buildings are going to provide housing. Holy Site, I don't think any of the buildings provide housing. Same with the entertainment district. Now farms do provide housing, so maybe we harvest the marsh next and then put a farm there. The Mark of Evil. Oh, hey. We are kin with them. Mark of Evil, nice. Let's repair. Oh, hey, we need to improve this fish. We also improve these, so... With that farm done, let's... What to improve next? Yeah, lumber mill here is actually a pretty good idea. Once we get more faith, we should be able to get Hercules and boost a lot of these districts. We now get another great engineer, culture realm adjacent tiles when completing an industrial zone in any city. That would have been nice to have a while ago, but we'll take it. Let's get this builder first to there, and then let's... It's funny that he has 2 charges, since it doesn't actually help us much. I should be able to sell him or something. Yeah, we're going to need to get to here so we can get archaeologists soon. And we also are going to want this relatively soon, once we get to 15 pop in a few of these places. Now, a farm will actually boost the housing in the capital, which is great. We need a teleport to, where is it? We're building an amphitheater here, here, and here. Okay, so teleport here. Get that.
Improvement makes straight roads, but the crooked...
Alright, so let's first bring this guy over here. We are building this wonder. Is that the only wonder we're building? Yes. Let's also promote our Hermetic Order again. That's going to be really good. Are we in the Industrial Era? Renaissance, that should be next. Okay, so this now would be still pretty good, especially if we're getting builders, which we still probably need a few more. I think we don't put in the bonus to Wonders card because this helps us much more in a lot of our cities. So let's grab this. Yeah. Okay. Now, moving this direction would be pretty great because this card doesn't help us quite yet still. Of course, this would help us relatively soon. Let's grab the Archaeological Museum here. And we'll just do this again so that we can culture bomb. +4 there, that's really good. But this is probably the best thing we could complete. We get a lot of governor promotions. So let's get the farm down. Housing's up to 14 now. We could put another farm here. Though we run the risk of a drought here as well. So I think we'll stick with the lumber mill. Maybe we need pasture there. We'll just defend. Well, we do get like only 1 XP. Yeah, it's not worth it. Lumber mill there. Let's gain sources. I'm sure it's France that's spying on us. They boosted the, well, or they stole the boost for industrialization. We got 1 improvement left, so let's first come here to improve and make that rotation. Send the next builder here, here, and then up. And let's get a couple more builders. So we need a couple up here, and then of course we need a bunch out here as well. Having completed the workshop, and we're pretty full on housing now. An aqueduct isn't a bad idea. I don't think it actually boosts this though, our industrial zones, because we're the Gaelic Empire. Honestly, a builder out here is not bad. Eight turns is pretty quick. The production in this city is pretty good. We need housing. The best thing to do is either get an encampment, which actually is a pretty decent idea in this city, it being so close to France. Though we probably want an encampment here. It's going to take some time. A commercial hub would be pretty great. Right here would be real solid, actually. In fact, let's do that. That's how we can get more trade routes. Let's get this mine down, and then let's send him west. Continue to, well, put mines and stuff down as well.
It is known that man has 5...
I wish we could see... Oh, I don't want to do that. Everyone's great works from the screen. It's kind of... scarcity, yeah. It's too bad. Now, we do want to declare friendships, probably. We get an embassy with the French. We're now friends with the French. Despite winning the war against them, we can be friends with some of Bolivar as well, which is great. We want friendships everywhere we can. They don't have anything we want. They don't have anything we want. Turtles don't provide any amenities, so they're not worth having right now. I think we already have ivory from France. The Book of Beowulf wouldn't be a bad idea, but I prefer to find, oh, a relic. That is something we want. Let's turn that up to 58. Okay, 100 gold, 200 gold, 300 gold, there we go. We want to get as many of these type of things as possible so that we boost our tourism and take away tourism from other civilizations. It's kind of the main trick to winning the cultural victory. Let's see. And we are up to second, which is great. Let's check our... Okay, so we do have a relic in the palace. If we do end up getting this temple, where is it? I think it's in this city. It has a relic slot, yeah. So that's not a bad thing to grab. So we could move the relic over here, but we don't need to yet, and boosting the tourism in the capital is better. Yeah, we'd love your embassy. An alliance with France. Also wouldn't mind getting the courser upgraded here. So we can use upgraded cavalry to combat the enemy barbarians. That's a losing fight there. Let's come here. Oh, a consulate would be nice. Let's get the art museum here. The production's pretty weak, although we could improve that pretty easily, I guess. This will be next to at least 2 mines. This, 1, 2, 3. This would be next to as well 2 mines plus the ley line. This is the same thing. Maybe we don't have to get rid of a potential chop, so let's put it right here. We need gunpowder is all we need. Let's continue to make these lumber mills to boost production, although farms, housing's pretty full here. We might want a farm triangle here, or even a diamond. And we can't actually get this tile unless it continues to grow. So maybe we do some chops. Alright, that is part of this. Ooh, if we want to do chops, though, we probably want to move Magnus to this city. With that in mind, our next builder can do some chops. Let's come do our main upgrades that don't need chops done, such as this mine. Let's improve the fish and then send this builder to where we are going to be chopping. Well, we aren't really trying to grow our empire too much right now, Alexander. Well, thanks for the concern. There's a lot of fighting going on. Religious, or I guess spreading their religion. I wish you could... Okay, we can do some damage though, so that's helpful. Now we get a great artist. Okay, we'll bring them here. And we're going to want the archaeological museum here. We also might want some type of soldiers, but we don't have anything of a great upgraded ability yet. So let's grab this for now. And here, oh, a dam would be really nice. Let's grab the workshop. Yeah. Have this builder. Let's come up here. We'll continue to get these builders for at least 3 more turns. So we'll at least get 1 builder and then maybe trade out our cards. Oh, we probably need builders over here as well. These 3 builders should be enough for this city, I think. So this next builder would move west. But we have a lot of charges we need, so maybe we hold on. And continue to get a couple more. Sent that way. Okay, let's... Alright, perfect. We defeated them. I should have shot with the main city first, just in case that happened. Honestly, if we build an encampment, it would be like as far this way as possible in the capital, so that the barbarians can't just come. In fact, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't reach the pass. Let's... Yeah, I think we need to keep the trees to avoid a potential problem. Actually, a harbor in the capital isn't a bad idea, just because of that potential gold increase and housing improvement. Let's heal up our soldier there. Next turn we get gunpowder. And we don't finish colonialism next turn. Now it's gain sources.
The real use of gunpowder.
Beautiful. Now we want to improve the swordsman. This one first. 310. Okay, we can improve 2 swordsmen. This one first. And then we're going to send him to here. And then this one next. To get them out here. Wilhelm increased. Okay, we still want to go towards industrialization. We're going to need to grab education. Let's get a market here for next turn. Embassy is a welcome addition to our capital. Fishing boat improvement perceiving +1 production is
politics,
awesome.
Colonialism, imperialism.
Let's check out our continent lens. Okay, so these cities are on the continent. If we used any of those continent cards where cities are boosted, we'd boost all these cities, which actually isn't a terrible idea. Alright, so if we build right here, that builder is stolen. So let's retreat for now. Let's see here. Let's check out the heroes. This is a great town to build a hero in, especially now that we're pretty busy. It's either that or troops, and we can't get another musketman for another turn. So, let's see. Let's check out heroes. We could get Hercules in a few turns with our faith. Could also get Arthur to use him to fight barbarians, though that's not that great. We'd prefer the labor. Hercules immediately completes construction of the district, costs 2 charges, and ends turn. So we can get basically 3 free districts with him. Now, Himiko, 8 charges, plus 10 combat strength to all units within 2 tiles, ignores all terrain movement penalties. We could levy the military at no cost. And we get free envoys. Can't get on, yeah. Sinbad earns 500 gold whenever he discovers a continent. Yeah, that's not that great. Unless you got him really early. This is a better melee strength. However, he lives forever. Now we could use him just to run around since he can't be seen. He has no movement penalties to run around and try and clear the outposts. That's actually a pretty good idea. Himiko has a lot less movement. And no combat strength. Let's take Sun Wukong. Oops. And then let's grab natural history. Ooh, a farm here or a mine? How are we doing on housing? We're full, so farms are probably the best thing we can do, actually. In fact, if we do a farm here, we could do another farm here. Actually, this is probably a really phenomenal place for a district, eventually. Really, because we get major adjacency bonus from the ley lines. Well, for now, let's put a farm down. This builder we want to send west. Watch out for the barbarians, though. And let's build... Oh, we can't improve anything with ley lines. Good to know. Okay. Catastrophic eruption. Ouch. He is now established, so we can start chopping. Okay, this city is in a little bit of trouble. This guy's stolen essentially no matter what, it feels like, at least. We can upgrade this guy. This could be a really great guy to upgrade. We have the niter, we need the gold. Unlock for 200, that's too much. Unlock for 200, okay, well, never mind, thought that would work. We need a couple hundred gold, or about 100 actually. Let's go to our allies. Well, that's terrible. Gives us a bit of gold. Now let's go to them and get 100. Give us some honey. Okay, let's see. If we give them 20. Okay. Increase this till that's a yes. Let's now upgrade that guy. Oh, that guy took some serious damage. Okay, let's retreat. Can't get this for another turn. We can get walls, though. Now, we probably want to do our... Ooh, lumber mills would boost this, actually. And does the mine. In fact, maybe we do a farm here, hoping to eventually get a farm triangle, and we put a mine there. Let's get the... We have a lumber mill here. Let's put a mine down. We could get a mine here or a lumber mill. Now the mine does boost this, so we probably want to do that. Go next turn. Oh, that's a free encampment to clear. That's fine. Let's grab that and then bring this guy back to this direction. Build the mine. Now that we have the archaeological museum in 2 turns, we can start building archaeologists, which is phenomenal. For 2 turns, an aqueduct? No. As much as that would help housing. For 2 turns, we can do devotion to another hero, because that doesn't hurt. Oops, we want to probably take that upgrade. So we can claim that builder, or we can start hitting these guys. Completed the art museum, very nice. More wonders, of course, is always nice as well. We're done at getting builders, so in 2 turns, actually we can get 1 more builder, and then we'll change that card out. And with that, what do we want to build here in Singapore? Walls, not a terrible idea. Entertainment complex is probably not a great idea. Let's a commercial hub. No, we already have the harbor actually. Walls will provide tourism later, so let's get walls. Let's send this guy up here. Okay, so we now have the improved chances to steal. Stealing gold will be really nice. We could do lumber mills here. Though we have, this is a... That's a mine, right? No, it's a farm. So we can chop this and do another farm. Though we're probably going to replace it eventually. Chopping will help us build that wonder faster.
It is the mark of an educated mind.
With university now. Next turn, we're going to want to build the alchemical society. Units production, that's really good. Let's take a shot. Improved trade route capacity. Let's do that. Ooh. Oh, we're filled up on housing here now again. Let's queue up this. Let's work on mass production. We get a great merchant. Instantly builds a bank and market in this district. That is really good. We just completed the market here actually, didn't we? So we probably want to get another commercial hub because how many build charges do you have? One build charge. So we could get a free bank here. But our capital has plenty of production. Let's take Shakespeare. With that in mind, let's probably grab a commercial hub right here. Actually, the +7 is really phenomenal. The alternative, of course, is if we wanted to do a campus here for +5. We can do a campus up there for +4. Let's do the commercial hub. Let's finish the wonder, though, and then let's move this guy to that city. Let's do a chop here, I think. And we'll put a mine down. Okay, now with, let's see, we need 850 gold, I think, or faith, I mean. Yeah.
In all works on natural history.
Picking archaeologists now, we get hermitage. We want to get rid of this. We do have almost 15 population now. Problems are filled up on housing, especially now that the governor's gone. That is rough. That is rough. Now our production's pretty good here. We could probably get... let's see, we need something with housing. It's really just the answer. We could put this here in case more barbarians come this way. In fact, let's do that. Kind of a silly place for an encampment district, but... And with that, let's now send this builder up to the north. Antiquity sites. We can now get Hercules. And with that, we can use him to complete districts. So, where are we building districts? We will be building probably districts here really soon. We can't get any districts here. We could use him actually to build this. Not that that's necessarily worth it. It is probably worth it. Let's look at our great people. And let's get Hercules. Can't come here because we have this great person. At least that's what I thought. Maybe it has to be like another wonder. Or monument, I mean. Let's send him here to complete this, and then we're going to send him all the way over here. In the meantime, let's put this guy right here, put him to sleep. Actually, let's put him back in the city where he's a little safer. Not that I think we can lose him, but... Now, conservation would be great. We can get a naturalist, however, we just spent all our faith, so that's not that beneficial. Let's grab opera and ballet. Bank, shipyard, and consulate. University and consulate. Huh. We have a lot of envoys. Let's take that. And that. Well, let's save up a couple. There we go. Now we want to do a mine here as well. I think, yeah. So we'll chop.
All other lands
Beautiful.
found on the western side of the boundary shall belong to the King and Queen of Castile and their successors.
Beautiful wonder. Okay, now that we have that, we can either build more wonders, which isn't a terrible idea to be honest. Though, honestly, our capital should be the one to build Hermitage. Plenty of places it could build that. Probably right here is best. There's a few things it should build first, though. Let's let it finish the encampment and get our housing increased. And then there's a lot of things our capital actually needs. Let's also purchase a trader in the capital. With that in mind, let's... we have to wait a couple turns for him to get there, so let's put production into the Archaeological Museum. Or do we work on another wonder, another wildcard policy? So that would be really nice. Though losing that is not as nice. This doesn't help us a ton. And Hermitage isn't great. So let's get Archaeological Museum. Let's put a mine down. Probably put a... I don't know what we'll do to that. Let's get this great rider over here. Yeah, we'll go there first. Money grabber. Oh, we just spent all our gold. Relax. Okay, so we do have some more upgrades. We can't upgrade this guy until the industrial era, which looks like it will be in 5 turns. So we want to hold on to at least 1 governor title. I think this is tempting. It would improve our science significantly, so let's grab that. And we're going to put 1 more into Reina. And let's put her in someplace that's going to have foreign. We're still chopping here, so I think we'll put her over in Tervana for now. Having completed the ancient walls, let's get a water park and put it north. And so that way we can put a water park down here for the capital. Okay, so we want to focus on food and production. Not to mention culture. Plus 3 gold per turn is not great, but overall that's fine. Let's send our musketmen forward. Go next turn.
Oh, swear not by the moon.
Not sure. Oh, we want to probably put hermitage there. This guy is coming this way. He just got stuck because we have builders in the way. Embassy is most welcome. Oxford University, good for them. Now let's take a look at the AI real fast and double check open borders and such. Nothing else we want from them. I don't know why she likes clapping so much. Okay, and then we'll go to Simon Bolivar. Okay, we also want diamonds, and we're willing to give him honey for said diamonds. We could go to the Maya, the thing that we really want. They have nothing we want either. And we should, we're allied here, so we already have open borders. And they're at war with like everybody, so they might be struggling. Oh yeah, we already know the barbarians are here. Thank you. Okay, so we can use him with his extra movement to get our builders back. And then we'll use him to go raid barbarian encampments. Perfect. Let's grab a stable so that we can build cavalry. And eventually tanks. That'll improve our housing. Let's grab the... Ooh. Let's finish that to improve our production significantly. Let's now... What's our housing like? 12 out of 15. Perfect. Let's harvest the marsh. Let's build a lumber mill there. And let's steal gold from the French. Oh, Taruga, nice. We now have 3 envoys. We have 1 in all of these places. Let's put 1 into them to get the bonuses from that science. Our science has increased significantly in just this turn. We're not in the lead or anything, but we're much more competitive. And we are leading in culture finally.
To be or not to be,
Hamlet.
that is the...
We already know we have this. We're waiting until we get to the industrialization. The industrial era, I mean.
People can have the Model T in any colour,
Shipyards.
so long as it's black. Ballet projects a fragile kind of strength and a certain
So this is the card we
inflexible-
want. But we need to get to 15 pop here, which should happen relatively soon. Put it on growth. Once we get the other housing, it should be improved significantly. And we should get to 15 here soon and 15 here soon, and then we'll put that card in. So it'll probably be just a couple turns. We'll grab nationalism for now. And in the meantime, let's grab... I think we need square rigging in order to get industrialization. Beautiful. Let's grab the consulate. That'll boost our science as well. Hercules labor. Build a bank and a market. Very nice. We're now going to use him and his other charges to get us some more districts. And we can get one up here. Nice. An entertainment complex isn't a bad idea. A campus, of course, isn't a bad idea. A holy site actually isn't a terrible idea. We do need more faith. More faith is pretty big. Get Hermitage here. Could we get... No, we can't get any of these other ones. I want to buy this city. And I think it has to be on, like, grassland. Or at least flat land. Oh, here's a great place for a farm there. We could use him to build districts out here. It's probably the best thing to do. So the city can be boosted. It's going to be a pretty nice city. It's going to take a few turns to get him out here, though. Let's see if we can do the city transport. I think we have to have the monuments. That's right. Okay. So we'll send him this way for now. Get the farm down. So she put a mine right here first. Oh, and repairs. They pillaged, so let's do the repairs real fast. And we'll go... Let's see, another turn. Next turn, I mean. Continue to move that way, because we have... Oh, let's go get this meteor, too. We get another trade route. Let's get the trade route here. Yeah, we'll send him this way. Having completed the workshop and being able to buy districts soon, let's work on the monument, and then we'll queue up defenses like ancient walls. We also probably want to get castle walls soon. Having completed the stable, our housing has gone up. We need more housing though. Let's grab the... Armory doesn't give us any housing. But the alchemical, or whatever that said, society does. Wants to build a farm here. It's owned by this city. It is full of housing. Wait, no, it's owned by this city. Which is not quite full of housing. It's tempting. The mines just produce all that culture too. And we do need housing. It's a pretty terrible farm that's not even being worked. We'll keep it for now. Yeah, we'll vote for that. Last time we've donated 10 gold, right, and won? Or placed like second. I think 20 people are voting against him so vigorously. Alright, we cleared that out. Let's trade with some people. Here we go, 10 gold per turn. We still have one more turn. We can then get the next level of... We have plenty of housing here, so let's get mines. And improve that honey. With 5 build charges, let's come over here, I think. Yep. Actually, no, let's first send him to this farm. Station some troops there. We're probably going to do it. Let's improve the horses.
Nederland floreert.
You are welcome. Netherlands is no longer singing domination. Didn't know they were. Mega colossal eruption. Luckily our wonders are here. They can't be pillaged. We are in the industrial era. We stole 1,000 gold. This is a great start to the industrial era. With Wilhelma and Gilgamesh. Okay, so let's go here. Make the... Ooh, let's make a research. No, let's make economic. Let's go to Gilgamesh and make our cultural alliance. That's right, right, we get that with it. Okay. We should still, I think, have open borders with most people. A relic. Okay, so let's, now that we have all this gold, we would like that relic. So let's come here and go ahead and purchase the temple. Give us another relic slot. Let's level up our spy before we forget. Steel Great Works. And let's actually take this so that we can use him to defend our capital. And then hopefully we'll level up this spy and have him continue to steal. We're not going to discover any more continents, probably. Our traders are good. Heartbeat of Steam is 10% production towards industrial area and later wonders. That's not bad. We don't only have a couple campuses, though, so trade routes giving us more gold is probably the best thing we could do. Although production never hurts. Nor does production towards wonders. Are we building any wonders? We're going to build a couple, to be fair. Let's now promote here. Unlock an industrial area for every great person earned. Ley lines receive +1 yield equal to that great person's district type. Great admirals and great generals earn +1 science. Great. Let's take this so we can build our wonders a little faster. Let's now get the great artist. Sistine Chapel, very nice. This guy's going to have religious works of art as well. We're going to send him there next, and we're going to send this guy here. With the Archaeological Museum, we want to get an archaeologist. After we get this housing, we'll then get the archaeologist in the capital. Let's do this repair, then come back and build that mine. And wow, look at these ley lines. Their yields are awesome. Let's improve the sugar.
There is little man has made that approaches.
Thank you, hero, for fighting for us. We can now change our policies if we want. We're not up quite. 14, 14, 13. So we're going to be up to 15 soon, but we're not there yet. Let's grab industrialization. Go next turn. Thank you, Gilgamesh. Oh, wait. I thought we got public works out of there. Oh, man. We're going to unlock that. This is not helping us. That would help us way more. Same with this. I think everything else is right. Free military unit. That gives us a free knight. Put him in the capital. Put this guy on alert out here, hopefully stopping most of the potential barbarians. Let's put this guy into our borders to heal him up. We get a great engineer. And let's build one more district than this population limit allows, and it has 2 charges. Now we already need to build more districts and stuff in the capital, so I don't think I want to use him there. I think we want to use him potentially here. Here was also a really actually great place to use him. Okay, now this will give us science. Let's grab the watermill. Go on alert here. Go alert there as well. Now we're going to send him back to our capital to defend. He'll also increase the efficiency of our other spies because he's in our own lands. This is almost themed now. That gives us David. We're going to get another hero very soon. I'm not sure what this guy's plan was. That doesn't help us. Let's come repair the citrus. Embassy is a welcome addition.
It is nationalism which engenders nations, and not the other way.
We can get cores now if we want. We're going to want to move him then. Let's go finally get... Oh, neighborhoods would be great. We can get our housing limits increased significantly. We can now get the commercial hub here. A +3 commercial hub isn't bad. Oh, +5 is really good. Let's take that. And then we now have Emiko. 1 free envoy. Also earns 150 faith. We could use that to get a naturalist here soon. Also going to want to put national parks in. We might get rid of these, like this improvement, get a national park here. Get another one here. Yeah, that's actually probably a really good idea. So if we use that, we get more envoys. We could levy military if we want, but I think we'd rather, let's see. We have 2, so we couldn't get anyone, except for maybe Taruga. Oh wow, that would be really good. +2 times for each great work of writing and relic and artifact. Now we would need a heck of a lot more envoys here. However, this ability, we get free envoys with her, and it only costs 1 charge. So we could actually grab Anshan, wherever that is. It's way over here though. Can she get there? In 12 turns she can, so we're going to hold on to our other envoys. Well, actually, let's just spend them. We know we're going to do it, so. Well, unless we find a cultural city-state, to be fair. So let's hold on to them. Now, we want to build a campus here, I think. The alternative to that is a holy site to get more faith, which... Ooh, +5 is pretty good. However, it probably will be pillaged like 50 times over, so... Let's put the campus here, as planned before. And then let's grab our other governors to get the bonuses of having them in cities is. We'll repeat that route. Yeah, let's get these down because that's going to improve our... Shouldn't he be able to place these over here? That's funny that he's putting them on our commercial hub. Now we have more places for, let's see, this is Simon Bolivar, Ambiorix. Okay. Epic of Arthur, Epic of Hercules. Let's move this over there. Go next turn. Alright, so now it's pretty much time to get... Once this ends, we need to put our card for 50% culture bonus. We've lost a cod. I only need 5 for that, though, so... Ooh. The twins. Legendary athletes and heroes of the Maya, renowned for their power over death and the underworld. Any ordinary land unit killed by them is resurrected under your control with full HP and movement. That is phenomenal. Ignores movement penalties in woods and rainforest. Continue. Okay, we definitely want them if possible. Simply because we could use them to kill barbarians. Yeah, let's upgrade some of our troops here. They're on their way to greatness. Great person, get another great writer. Let's move them to here. We have a lot of things to build here. Lots of things. Because of that, let's grab the workshop. We also have a lot of build charges that need to be spent. Actually bring this guy down. to work on some of those improvements. Let's repair this, and then let's move forward. Completed the water park. Now we could focus on things like a shipyard. I think we should actually purchase the shipyard. It's going to give us some production, some gold. The production is now atrocious in this city. And maybe that's because we're trying to grow extra fast. We'll actually get it in 6 turns. That's fine if we turn that off. That still makes this pretty bad. We probably want this. Now we lose this food if we do. We probably want to take away a mine instead. Maybe. Yeah, the production here is really, really atrocious. Let's work on the Ferris wheel for now. Probably want traders here. So no way that city's going to have enough boosted abilities and stuff. Now we do want to build districts here, but we want to wait for Hercules to make those districts worthwhile. We do have walls though. So let's work on the Forbidden City. Oh, we would want to chop it though. Okay, let's work on... Let's work on a dam. We'll let it build the dam, and then let Hercules build some of these other districts instead. Let's get the... Let's get a lumber mill here. And let's get the mine here. There's no more great works of art spots, is there? However, we could move the relic here and then have them come deposit that great work of art in the capital. And then we'll have this guy. The production's great in this city, actually, so we will let it build another district. Heal up our hero. Oh, there's just so many good things coming up. Industrialization.
The key words of violent economics are urbanization, industrialization.
Beautiful, and we stole gold. Now we can level up this spy. That's really good. Let's take that ace driver. Let's renew our alliance here. Take our military alliance. We get gold from that, which is nice. Let's get. Let's take a look at the whole tree. Now we definitely want to get to computers. That's kind of what we're focusing on, and to do that, we need to go down this whole path. So let's grab banking for now. Let's counter spy. Now it does make counter spying a lot harder. Let's put them in here, so they'll counter spy this, and then our district there, since that's how they were stealing it. Gold, or yeah, that's what they stole gold. All right, so we have a lot of barbarians here. Let's upgrade our swordsmen. Let's bring this guy over. We can make a core here. Go next turn. We don't have a unit in there. Yeah, we'll put the great work of art in the capital. Build the camp, so now we have honey. Grow city to 15 population, which will happen in just a few turns. So next turn we want to switch away off of urbanization, since we'll complete it by growing up to 15 pop. So we can save a little bit of culture. Let's grab Scorched Earth. Yeah, we'll grab Scorched Earth first. Now he says, oh yeah, we don't have enough faith though to actually buy anybody yet. We could get Arthur, I guess. Well, not yet. We need 850 faith, but
Thus it is necessary
we
to...
almost don't want to kill these barbarians so that we can use this upcoming hero to just grow our army. But now if we move this guy to Paris, nope, can't steal gold. It was actually from in here. Could steal a lot more gold. So let's do that. Get a farm in, put a farm down there. Now, oh, we can get factories. Yes. Let's queue that up here in the capital. And a, oh yeah, we need a spy. And the hermitage. We need a lot of things to build, don't we? Let's grab the shipyard, improving the production significantly in that city. It's probably worth it. Let's grab the theater square. Now, there's no ley lines over here, which is a little rough. And we're one away from coal, which is also a little rough. We would get some bonuses from that, but nothing for our theater square, though we will have a few mines here and a quarry. So let's put the theater square right here. And with that, we'll have him boost the dam, and we'll start producing other things like that. Actually, let's grab a factory. Let's queue up the factory here as well. And we'll queue up the factory here as well. Move on to the next turn. Now, we don't have any coal in our empire, do we? That's going to make it a little rough to have enough
If you owe the bank $100...
power. Now, we do have coal here if we wanted to get a settler out. Oh, there's not really enough coal. We might have to focus on clean energy. That's rough. Let's grab astronomy. Let's come up here and grab one of the Netherlands. Let's build the factory here. Let's get the, we could get a mine. We're not full on housing. Yeah, that'll put us up to 15 pop for a couple turns. That's actually really nice. We should have done that a few turns ago. Let's make a core here.
It is necessary for the one...
Let's get mines, specifically next to the theater square. Okay, let's take a look at the AI again and see if we need to trade. Nope, nothing from him. Nothing from her. Let's see, nothing from her. He does have a relic, which would be pretty nice. We have to make sure we have room for it though, real fast. Need open borders with the Maya. And let's see, Nubia were allies, they don't have anything we want, and the same thing here. Let's also check our resources. We have 2 sugar. Doesn't look like we're missing out on anything. Yeah, we have that. We have everything, so. We have a lot of barbarians, though. That's a problem. Wish we could rush this production. We don't want to attack across the river, and we also probably don't want to get shot by this cannon. That boosted combustion. Let's choose the artifact. Let's take Johannesburg, since they don't exist. It's medieval era. Nice. And let's boost the dam. He has no more charges left, but he's still going to stick around, I guess, for 20 turns, and we can use him to come fight. Yeah, let's bring this guy forward. There's a lot of artifacts over here that we can grab. There's a good chance a lot of them will be ours, but... Food. Or a mine. Let's take a mine. Okay, I think that is pretty good for this episode. We obviously need to deal with these barbarians, which we will do with heroes mostly. Our great works are doing just fine. We do have no more slots for a relic unless we were to get another holy site, which we might do. Or if we move this great work of art, where is it in the capital? Right here. Can't move for 7 turns, but we can move that out. But all right, I think that's pretty good for this episode. We made a lot of progress, got a lot of wonders. It's been fun. Excited for the next one. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next episode.